Aiboan, Wanakkam, Salam Alaikum, a very good afternoon. I extend a wholehearted welcome to the esteemed beloveds of the prospective graduates, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, for your attendance at the Graduation Ceremony 2024 of the National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 3 of the National Defence College of Sri Lanka. You are kindly requested to be seated as the main proceedings will commence shortly. Please be kind enough to keep your mobile phones in silent mode during the proceedings.
The National Defence College, as the trailblazer in developing future leaders to suit the nation's needs, takes yet another step towards fulfilling its focal purpose to function as strategic thinkers in the realms of national security, statecraft, diplomacy, and public policy to uphold the national interests of the nation. It is a very special day for the entire college, as today falls the much-awaited graduation ceremony of the National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 3, and it is a privilege to stand before this august gathering for the National Defence College Graduation Ceremony 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, a graduation ceremony holds a very important place in every graduate's heart. It is on that day in the academic life of the course participants all the hard work, dedication, and commitment, enthusiasm pay off. It is a proud day for the family members because their dearest loved ones materialize their hard-earned dream of earning the acronym NDC following their names.
As the first event of the program, let me announce the arrival of today's graduates, the course participants of National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 3 of the prestigious National Defence College. Once again, a gentle reminder to keep your mobile phones on silent mode during the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates will march in.
On 16th January 2024, a momentous occasion unfolded as 41 distinguished senior officers from Sri Lanka's Strike Forces and Police, alongside 8 esteemed senior military officers from foreign nations, gathered at the National Defence College to embark on a journey of academic excellence and strategic insight. This diverse and dynamic group, united by a shared commitment to national and global security, commenced their academic journey, which now stands as a testament to the college's enduring mission to shape visionary leaders.
With this new cohort, we mark not only the beginning of their transformative journey, but also the continued success of an institution dedicated to producing exceptional leaders who will rise to meet the evolving challenges of our times. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is the time to witness a brief documentary reflecting the journey of the NDC and the importance of the National Security and Strategic Studies course.
In the ever-evolving landscape of national security and global diplomacy, the need for well-trained strategic thinkers has never been more crucial. National defense colleges worldwide are dedicated to developing future leaders who can navigate the complexities of national security and defense studies. These institutions stand as pillars of knowledge, guiding nations towards strategic stability and peace. In 2016, Sri Lanka recognized the importance of a specialized institution for nurturing leaders in the fields of national security and strategic studies. This vision led to the establishment of the National Defence College of Sri Lanka, composing wisdom, prosperity and resilience, a milestone in the nation's commitment to advancing defense education. Officially inaugurated in 2021, the National Defence College of Sri Lanka has now become a leading centre of excellence in defense education for future policymakers and strategic thinkers. With a unique focus on national security, statecraft, diplomacy, and public policy, the college equips its participants with the knowledge necessary to safeguard Sri Lanka's national interests in an interconnected world. The vision of NDC is to develop future policymakers in national security and strategic studies, preparing them to lead with foresight and integrity. The mission of NDC is to impart knowledge and foster leadership in an integrated strategic environment, creating future leaders who will function as strategic thinkers in the realms of national security, diplomacy, and public policy. At the heart of the National Defence College of Sri Lanka is the National Security and Strategic Studies course, a comprehensive multidisciplinary program designed to provide participants with the analytical tools and practical insights needed to address the challenges facing our nation and the world. The course is spread over 2 semesters, encompassing 8 study modules that focus on strategic decision-making in the context of current, national, regional, and global security issues. The curriculum delves into strategic decision-making, examining pressing issues such as geopolitics, global security, and policy formulation. Moreover, the NDC is dedicated to enhancing the careers of its participants, offering pathways to postgraduate degrees, including Master's and MPhil degrees in partnership with the General Sir John Kothalavala Defence University. As a part of the course curriculum of the NDC, the course participants are taken on various study visits, locally and internationally, representing diverse sectors: military and service headquarters, industrial sector, services sector, historical sites and economic hubs, to provide better exposure and relate the ground realities with issues discussed in the respective study modules. In an era where global challenges demand international collaboration, the National Defence College has taken a groundbreaking step in nurturing strategic leaders with a comprehensive worldview. As part of its commitment to fostering a nuanced understanding of international affairs, participants of the prestigious 11-month strategic course are given the unique opportunity to embark on a foreign tour, providing them with first-hand exposure to the strategic cultures of other nations. In an international environment, the NDC develops both local and foreign defense leaders, and they commend the invaluable experience gained at the NDC.
The National Defence College of Sri Lanka has truly transformed my understanding about the national security. The depth of knowledge, the diverse perspective, and the interaction with international experts have enriched my professional outlook. It's not just about defense strategy, it's about understanding of the bigger picture of national interest and global cooperation.
Integral to the NDC's approach is the opportunity for course participants to engage with a divergent environment across the globe. This fosters a dynamic atmosphere for knowledge exchange and the cultivation of critical thinking.
The diversity of perspectives at the National Defence College is truly exceptional, providing a unique platform to share views and gain insights from fellow course participants hailing from friendly foreign countries all around the world. The course itself is structured to foster comprehensive, strategic understanding of global security challenges, providing an in-depth analysis as also collaborative problem solving. Beyond the academic experiences, Sri Lanka offers a rich cultural immersion and countless opportunities for exploration. The blend of learning and discovery makes NDC experience both professionally enriching and personally fulfilling.
I had the honor of joining National Defence College in Sri Lanka to attending the National Security and Strategic Studies course. This experience provided a valuable opportunity to expand my knowledge in political and geopolitical studies, national security, economics, and other essential areas for any strategic researcher seeking a deeper understanding of the region's security and strategic challenges. It was also a unique chance to enjoy the beauty of Sri Lanka and to build strong, lasting relationships with my colleagues from Sri Lanka and other friendly nations.
NDC's education, research, and outreach programs are integrated and mutually supportive, creating an exceptionally rich learning environment. Lecturers are chosen from divergent backgrounds to add value to the process of learning, in addition to creating increased interaction and understanding. For this purpose, course participants have an opportunity to meet and interact with state leaders, ambassadors, key opinion makers both at home and abroad, academia, practitioners, serving commanders, retired military officers, and representatives of international organizations.
The National Defence College, which is now in the third year of its iteration as the graduates are passing out this year as well, remains Sri Lanka's critical, crucial and the premier national security studies establishment. Established towards creating a broad national security thinking with a strategic arc. The establishment has achieved that particular target with 5 colors. So, as we move into the third year, objective of achieving national security resilience as well as robust national security frameworks, which has benefited mainly from through this college. This college is not just an education institute; it is a network facility. The National Defence College has achieved international networking. It has achieved the services of great minds across the world, from friendly countries to Sri Lanka, and it has created a strategic nexus. This has enabled the National Defence College to be a vector point of generating inputs from a global number of global academia as well as practitioners. So the National Defence College has become the pivot establishment of Sri Lanka's national security education. And as he marks the third year of exception as a founding faculty member as well as curriculum developer, I am proud to be part of this, and I look forward to a long-term journey ahead for the country's betterment, prosperity and security, and its diplomatic efforts towards networking with other nations.
As part of its broader academic mission, the NDC hosts the Research Symposium, a forum for participants to explore and share research ideas related to national security, policymaking, and strategy. This platform not only strengthens the research culture but also nurtures the next generation of scholars and strategists. In support of this research culture, the NDC also publishes the NDC Research Journal, a compilation of scholarly articles that explore contemporary issues in national security and development. These initiatives underscore the college's commitment to intellectual rigor and policy relevance. As the National Defence College of Sri Lanka moves forward, it remains dedicated to its mission to continue as a centre of excellence in defence education. The college is committed to shaping the strategic leaders of tomorrow, guiding them to think critically, act decisively, and uphold the national interests of Sri Lanka and the global community. The road ahead is one of promise, as the National Defence College of Sri Lanka continues to build on its foundations, striving to meet the challenges of an ever-changing world. Through education, research, and leadership development, it will remain at the forefront of defense education, contributing to the stability and national security of Sri Lanka and beyond. The National Defence College of Sri Lanka thrives with excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting for the arrival of the special invitees.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are witnessing the arrival of the Acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Priyantha Veerasurya, received by the Commandant of the National Defence College, Major General Sujiva Senarath Yapa.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, you are witnessing the arrival of the Commander of the Sri Lanka Air Force, Air Marshal Udeni Rajapaksa, RSP and 2 bars, VSV, USP, MSc Military Operational Art USA, MSc in Defense Studies in Management, MA in International Security and Strategy UK, BSc Defense Studies, MIN Sri Lanka, AMIE Sri Lanka, RCDS PSc, received by the Commandant of the National Defense College.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are witnessing the arrival of the Commander of the Sri Lanka Navy, Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira, RSP and 2 bars, USP, NDU, PSc, Masters in Maritime Policy, MSc in Defense Studies in Management, MSc in Military Science and National Security and Strategic Studies, BA in Defense Studies Honours, PWO, received by the Commandant of the National Defense College.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now witnessing the arrival of the Commander of the Sri Lanka Army, Lieutenant General Wikum Liyanage, RWP, RSP, NDU, received by the Commandant of the National Defense College.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment you are witnessing the arrival of the Chief of Defence Staff, General Shavendra Silva, WWV, RWP, RSP, VSV, VUSP, NDC, PSC, MPhil, received by the Commandant of the National Defence College.
Ladies and gentlemen, marking the commencement of a journey of excellence, we now witness the arrival of the chief guest, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, retired, for the graduation ceremony of the National Security and Strategic Studies course number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I respectfully request you to rise from your seats. The procession of the faculty, comprising the chief guest and the members of the Board of Management of the National Defense College, will take their respective seats on stage. Our strength lies in unity, our duty in honor, and our mission in unwavering defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Commandant and all officers of the National Defense College, it is with great honor and pride that I warmly welcome the chief guest of the day, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, retired, WWV, RWP and 2 bars, RSP and bar, USP, MMSc Strategic Studies in Management, MSc in Defense Studies, MSc in Defense and Strategic Studies, FNDU China, PSc, and all the distinguished invitees who are present here to grace the third elegant graduation ceremony of the National Defense College of Sri Lanka.
To mark the ceremonial inauguration of the National Defense College Graduation Ceremony 2024, please rise for the national anthem of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, I kindly request you to remain standing. Let us observe a minute of silence and pay our tribute to those who have made the supreme sacrifice for our beloved motherland. Thank you. Please take your seats.
Every day of our lives is brimming with opportunities, some fleeting, others rare and life-defining. These moments, which may come only once in a lifetime, have the power to shape our destinies, redefine our paths, and reveal the true purpose of our journey. They guide us on the quest to become better versions of ourselves and to ultimately transform into the person we've always dreamed of becoming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time we recognize and acknowledge the graduation of the course participants of the National Security and Strategic Studies course number 3, who shall yield the responsibilities of guiding their comrades to achieve the national security objectives of the nation as a collective effort.
The graduates' accreditation is a symbol of acknowledgement for their hard work over a year. The knowledge they have gained, the professionalism they have demonstrated, and their readiness to take on future responsibilities as policymakers. 41 officers, which include 16 officers from the Sri Lanka Army, including 1 lady officer, 8 officers from the Sri Lanka Navy, 6 officers from the Sri Lanka Air Force, 3 officers from the Sri Lanka Police, including 1 lady officer, and 8 foreign officers, 1 each from the People's Republic of Bangladesh, the Republic of India, the Sultanate of Oman, and 5 officers from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, will graduate from the most esteemed institution, the National Defense College, with the distinction of belonging to a unique professional entity that is meant to serve the country from the appropriate vantage point.
Today, the post-nominal National Defense College, NDC, will be conferred as a symbol of their knowledge and professional competency. Commencing the conferment, may I have the privilege of inviting the Senior Directing Staff Army, Brigadier Rohan Madagoda, RSP, USP, NDC, PSC, IG, Senior Directing Staff Navy, Commodore Sujiva Veera Surya, USP, NDU, NSWC, PSC, and the Senior Directing Staff Air Force, Air Commodore Amita Jayamaha, USP, NDC, PSC, QFI, to declare the graduates of their respective services, police, and senior officers from foreign nations.
Ladies and gentlemen, now may I have the honor of inviting the chief guest, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, to award certificates and confer accreditation to the graduates of the National Security and Strategic Studies course number 3. I would like to respectfully invite the Commandant of the National Defense College, Major General Sujiva Senratyapa, to accompany the chief guest.
Brigadier AMC Abekon, RWP, RSP, USP. Brigadier HAM Premaratna, PSC, LSC. Brigadier TTP Sirivardhana, RSP, PSC, ISC. Brigadier A.M.R. Abesingha. Brigadier G.S.K. Pereira, RSP. Brigadier H.A.I. Pereira, RWP, RSP, USP. Brigadier G.D.J.C. Prematilaka, USP, PSC. Brigadier K.M.G. Bandaranayaka, USP, PSC. Brigadier D.S. Jayawardena, RSP. Brigadier K.L.I. Karunanayaka, RWP, RSP. Brigadier C.D. Vikramanayaka, WV, RSP. Brigadier A.K.D. Adhikari, USP. Brigadier W.S. Gamage, RSP, USP, PSC. Brigadier K.A.D.C.R. Kannangara, RSP. Brigadier A.K.C.S. De Silva, RSP. Colonel B.C.K. Ferdinandus, USP.
Commodore MCP Disanayaka USP PSC. Commodore AKR Atukorla RWP RSP PSC. Commodore KS Disanayaka USP. Commodore MMSA Karunadilaka USP PSC. Commodore TGSK Udugamage USP PSC. Commodore IWMA Vijayawardhana RSP and BA USP PSC. Captain KK Dadallage RSP USP PSC. Captain CV Dangampala USP PSN.
Air Vice Marshal NHDN Dias, WWV and BA, RSP and BA, PSC, QHI. Air Commodore JPW Jayavikrama, PSC. Air Commodore ADM Koralage, USP. Air Commodore MPA Galapatti, RSP and BA, USP. Air Commodore N. Sapugastanna, USP. Air Commodore AMGSB Atapattu, USP. Senior Superintendent of Police CMNTK Chandrasekhara. Senior Superintendent of Police GGS Kumara. Senior Superintendent of Police HMLR Amarasena. Senior Foreign Officers from Allied Forces. Brigadier General MMH Chowdhury, AFWC, PSC, People's Republic of Bangladesh. Brigadier Amit Sood, Republic of India. Colonel Nazar Al Fulaiti, PSC, Sultanate of Oman. Brigadier General Staff Badr Al Harbi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Colonel Staff Faisal Al Toumi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Captain Staff Mohammed Al Ataibi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Colonel Staff Fahad Al Enaizi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Colonel Staff Khalid Al-Shamari, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, sir, for joining the conferment.
Now, may I respectfully invite the Commandant of the National Defense College to endorse the Register of Graduates, which will stand as a testament to the achievement of those who graduated today. Thank you, sir. Now, I respectfully invite the Commandant of the National Defense College, Major General Sujiba Senaratyapa, to address the gathering.
The Chief Guest, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Chief of Defense Staff, Command of the Army, Command of the Navy, Command of the Air Force, Inspector General of Police, former commanders, defense attaches, distinguished guests, proud graduate of the National Defense College course number 3, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As the Commandant of the National Defense College, it's an honor and privilege for me to address this distinguished gathering on this landmark occasion, the 3rd graduation ceremony of the National Defense College, Sri Lanka. As we gather in unity, we celebrate the culmination of extensive learning, rigorous analysis, and the strong bonds forged here at the National Defense College. First and foremost, I extend our deepest gratitude to Air Vice Marshal Sampath Toyokonto, retired WWV, RWP and 2 bars, RSP and bar, USP, MMSc Strategic Studies in Management, MSc in Defense Studies, MSc in Defense and Strategic Studies, FNDU China, PSc, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense. On behalf of all members of the Tri-Services, Police and Public Services, we commend for being here to grace today's graduation ceremony as the chief guest amidst your busy schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather to celebrate the achievements of our graduates today, it's essential to acknowledge the emerging geopolitical shifts that are reshaping the global landscape. We are witnessing the evolution of a new world order characterized by the rise of multipolarity, where power dynamics are no longer dominated by a single superpower, but are increasingly influenced by a coalition of nations with varying agendas. The situation is becoming even more complicated by non-state entrants ranging from extremist groups to long haul, who, with the aid of technological advancement, are able to challenge nations, supranational organizations, and even the civilization itself. As countries navigate through complex geopolitical arena, we see powerful nations recalibrating their strategies, often engaging in power plays that impact global stability. Today, the definition of national security is understood much more broadly in a multidimensional and holistic perspective, encompassing a range of factors that impact the well-being and stability of a nation. It involves ensuring the safety, prosperity, and resilience of the state and its people across a range of areas. In addition to conventional military confrontation, national security establishment has to manage impacts of cyber warfare, economic embargoes, social engineering, food scarcity, environmental challenges, etc. The most effective strategy to counter these complex and multidimensional threats, particularly for a small state, is total defense. This multi-pronged approach has fronts against all natural and man-made threats to a nation. It obtains contribution from all citizens to mitigate numerical disadvantage and limitation in expertise. Total defense, which is in essence a force multiplier, empower and involve citizens, strengthening it morally, ethically, and democratically. Let's take a snapshot view of a current situation from Sri Lankan perspective. Recent changes in Western political sphere are expected to shift their focus on internal reforms, leading to national prosperity and excellence more than promoting interventionist program across the globe. However, reduction in involvement of a major power bloc can lead to a resurgence of the influence of regional powers and organization, and the final impact on a small island state like Sri Lanka is difficult to predict. The recent historical change in the political environment of Sri Lanka naturally increased citizens' duties and responsibilities. This approach encourages and in fact necessitates participation of all citizens in crucial areas such as national security. A situation fits in more with the concept of total defense. Thus, Sri Lanka is required to shift from a dedicated defense model to that participatory defense sooner than later. Such requires and generate a resilient society comprises of resilient citizens who can withstand any challenges the future may throw at us. In the current complex global environment, Sri Lanka must navigate its strategies with a careful balance and timely policy adjustments requiring on the move but sound decision making. As a nation with a rich history and a promising future, we stand at a crucial juncture in our development trajectory. In this age of globalization and rapid technological progress, the need for a well-educated and strategically smart community is more critical than ever. National Defense College, although currently promoting strategic thinking for senior officers in the military and police, will soon incorporate higher decision makers in public services and private sector as its participants. With the vision of cultivating future policymakers equipped with a comprehensive understanding of national security strategies, the National Defense College will lead the nation into a new era of defense professionalism and foster interinstitutional synergy among policymakers, collectively contributing to the national development and global harmony. We are proud to share that our National Security and Strategic Studies course has seen remarkable academic achievements. The participant can select to follow either a master's or MPhil program affiliated to Kotalawala Defense University. As of today, a total 16 graduates from course number 1 and 2 have successfully completed their MPhil degrees, demonstrating their dedication and commitment to advanced research. Currently, 13 participants from batch number 3 are pursuing their MPhil degrees at the Kotalawala Defense University, continuing their scholarly journey. Additionally, we have celebrated the success of our Masters of Science program with 15 participants from course number 1 and 20 from course number 2 26 course participants from course number 3 are expected to pursue their master's degrees in national security and strategic studies affiliated to Kotalavala Defense University. This accomplishment highlights our educational programs, exceptional quality and impact, and underscore our commitment to advancing strategic expertise. Today, we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievement of 41 senior officers from our tri-forces and the Sri Lankan police. It fills me with great pride to acknowledge the participation of 8 distinguished senior military officers from our friendly nations, including Bangladesh, India, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. Their presence here today underscores our strong bonds of cooperation and camaraderie. The National Defense College's commitment to diversity and international collaboration reflects its forward-thinking approach to education and recognition of the interconnected nature of today's global security challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National Defense College, I express our sincere appreciation to all distinguished guests for your presence here today. I also extend a special thanks to the defense attaches for attending amidst your busy schedule. We are grateful for the support from the diplomatic missions in Sri Lanka and look forward to continued collaboration to elevate the National Defense College to a world-class strategic education institution through our mutual partnership. Additionally, we are deeply appreciative of the exceptional support from the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Chief of Defense Staff, Tri-Service Commanders, and Inspector General of Police, all members of the Ministry of Defense who have contributed to the successful completion of the course at the Ndc. I would like to publicly acknowledge the crucial role played by all lecturers and intellectuals from academia, military, and public service in shaping these senior officials into leaders of character. Your dedication has been instrumental in their journey. Dear graduates, today you received your title from the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, making a memorable day in your lives. Your time at the National Defense College has tested your intellect and demanded resilience, adaptability, and a commitment to excellence. Each of you has faced unique challenges and emerged victorious, embodying the core values of the National Defense College. Embrace leadership, integrity, and service to your nation as you play a pivotal role in shaping the future of our defense and security landscape. The National Defense College takes immense pride in sending forth such exceptional individuals. Finally, I would also like to congratulate the spouses of the graduating officers. Your support and sacrifices have been integral to their success. In closing, I congratulate all the proud graduates once again and wish you continued progress and success in your careers. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you, sir. This is a moment of immense pride, not only for the graduates, but also for the entire nation, as the officers are now equipped with advanced strategic insight and leadership skills to address the challenges of modern defense and security. On this momentous occasion, I have the privilege of inviting the chief guest of the day, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, to deliver the graduation speech.
The Chief of Defence Staff, Commanders of the Tri-Forces, Acting Inspector General of Police, former commanders of the Armed Forces, Commandant Ndc, Vice Chancellor General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University, officials of the Ministry of Defence, members of the diplomatic community, distinguished academia and members of the faculty, all senior officers of the Tri-Forces, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. I consider this as a great honor bestowed upon myself to attend as the chief guest of the graduation ceremony of the National Defence College at this momentous juncture. Further, it gives me an immense pleasure to address the distinguished gathering at this significant event which denotes the graduation of 33 officers of Tri-Services and Police of the Sri Lanka and 8 officers from friendly foreign countries, marking the grand culmination of their year-long efforts at the Ndc. The National Defence College of Sri Lanka stands proudly as the apex institution in the country's national security and strategic studies and as the highest seat of military learning. Composing wisdom, prosperity, and resilience, the college continues as a center of excellence in a multinational context. It has shaped the strategic perspectives of military leaders who continue to serve the motherland with distinction, both in uniform and beyond. Dear graduates, throughout your time at NDC, you have delved deep into the complexities of modern strategic challenges. You have studied complicated and detailed interplay between national security, sustainable development and diplomatic relations, and you have analyzed how technology is reshaping the battlefield and how non-traditional security threats are transforming our understanding of national defense. This knowledge is not merely academic. It is the foundation upon which our nation's future security architecture will be built. The strategic concerns such as net assessments you have deliberated become increasingly vital in today's rapidly evolving global landscape. We live in an era where traditional military challenges intersect with cybersecurity threats, climate change implications, economic security and information warfare. The Indian Ocean region, our periphery, stands at the crossroad of global maritime commerce and strategic competition. Our challenges demand leaders who can think beyond conventional military paradigms and understand the multidimensional nature of modern security challenges. Let me share with you 3 fundamental principles that I believe will serve you well as you move forward in your careers. First, embrace strategic adaptability. The security environment you will navigate tomorrow will be different from what we face today. The ability to adapt your strategic thinking while maintaining our core defense values will be crucial. The NDC has equipped you with frameworks for analysis and decision making that will serve you well in this endeavor. Secondly, collaborative security. In our interconnected world, no nation can ensure its security in isolation. The linkage you have built here with fellow officers from different services and friendly foreign countries represent the kind of integrated approach we need. These networks will prove invaluable as you tackle complex security challenges that require whole of government solutions and approach. Thirdly, maintain your commitment to continuous learning. While today marks the completion of your formal studies in NDC, it should also mark the beginning of a lifelong journey of intellectual growth. The strategic insight you have gained here must be constantly refined and updated as new challenges emerge. To our international graduates, your presence here has enriched our learning environment and strengthened the bonds between our nation. Your return to your countries not just as alumni of NDC, but as ambassadors of the deep friendship and cooperation that exists between our nations. These relationships will be crucial as we collectively address regional security challenges. I am particularly encouraged by how this course has prepared you for roles beyond active military service. The strategic planning capabilities and policy-level decision-making skills you have developed are invaluable, whether you continue in uniform or transition to other leadership roles in government or the corporate sector. Also, the learnings at NDC will definitely become handy and fruitful even after your retirement, when you are assigned in decision-making roles and entrusted with higher responsibilities in the government hierarchy. Responsibilities in the government hierarchy, reflecting on my experience in the NDU course in China, I am reminded of the invaluable learning gained, the strong bond built with international peers, and the rich cultural immersion that greatly broadened my perspectives. These learnings and memories continue to hold a special place in my professional journey. As the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, I want to emphasize that your graduations comes a critical time for Sri Lanka and our region. We face evolving security dynamics that require innovative thinking and decisive leadership. The knowledge you have gained during the course in areas ranging from strategic resource management to international security cooperation will be essential as we enhance our nation's defense capabilities while in contributing to regional stability and peace. The NDC has consistently emphasized the foundational role of ethical leadership in national security. The recent general electoral process in our country has demonstrated the profound impact of disciplined leadership and good governance principles. The absence of violence and the notable shift away from excessive campaign expenditure marked a significant exit from improper practice. This transformation reflects the current leadership's commitment to fiscal responsibility and social harmony. Such behavioral changes at the highest level of government have cascading effects throughout the society, fostering a culture of restraint, responsibility, and civic consciousness among the public. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to highlight that the NDC is poised to undergo significant transformation from next year onwards. As the course will open its doors to civil sector officials, this decision reflects the growing recognition that national security is a collective responsibility, requiring the involvement of all governance sectors. Government officials at the additional secretary level from ministries who play vital roles in national security will have the opportunity to participate in the next course, fostering greater integrity, collaboration, and holistic approach to national security. Currently, the NDC Sri Lanka is in the process of signing 2 MOUs for its expansion with friendly foreign nations, highlighting the link for collaboration with other NDCs. The scrutinizing of the NDC Act is also underway. Graduates, as you leave this prestigious college, remember that you carry with you not just a qualification, but a responsibility. The strategic insights you have gained here must now be put into practice for the betterment of the country and the people. Your success in doing so will be the true measures of NDC's impact of the national security. I urge you to maintain the networks you have built here and continue to draw upon the collective wisdom of your NDC experience. The friendships and professional relationships forged with the college will be invaluable resources throughout your career. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to express my earnest gratitude to the faculty and the staff of NDC for their dedication in nurturing the next generation of strategic leaders. Your commitment to excellence has ensured that our graduates are prepared to face the complex challenges that lie ahead. Finally, let me congratulate the graduates for the success in all your future endeavors, whilst thanking your loved ones for assisting these officers until the end of the course. I further presume that all the officers and their families from friendly foreign nations have enjoyed their stay with us in Sri Lanka and wish them a safe journey home. I wish that good health, wealth, and happiness would splendor your lives forever. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words of wisdom.
Next, we move on to the official launching of the NDC Research Journal Volume 2. Throughout the program, participants at the National Defense College regularly produce research papers on pressing national security issues. All articles included in this journal undergo a rigorous selection process which includes blind peer reviews by experts in both the field and the academia. The Volume 2 of the NDC Research Journal comprises 5 journal articles presented by Rear Admiral Ravi Tissera, Air Vice Marshal Indika Wickramasinghe, Brigadier Nasir Majid, Commodore Hasantha Dasanayaka, and Commodore Janaka Gunasila of the National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 2. These journal articles were selected from a pool of 50 research papers after a thorough review process.
I would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks to the chief editors, the advisory board, the editorial board, and the reviewers for their intellectual support, which has been instrumental in making this endeavor a success. Along with the research journal, we are also presenting the strategy formulated for Sri Lanka based on net assessment process, conducted as a continuous extracurricular activity considering the internal, near-regional, regional, and global contemporary environment updated by the course participants of National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to respectfully invite the Commandant of the National Defense College to present the NDC Research Journal Volume 2 and the strategy formulated for Sri Lanka based on net assessment process to the chief guest. Thank you, sir. Sir, I request you to remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, now may I kindly invite the Commandant of the National Defense College to present a memento as a token of appreciation to the chief guest, and may I most respectfully invite the chief guest, the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakonta, to receive the memento to mark your gracious presence at the graduation ceremony of the National Security and Strategic Studies Course Number 3 of the National Defense College.
Thank you, sir, for joining the presentation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the culmination of day's proceedings of the Center of Excellence in Defense Education. Such a humongous event is a result of unwavering dedication, commitment, and the tireless efforts of a responsible team that has worked in harmony, fostering collaboration and communication at every step of the long run.
This officially marks the end of the graduation ceremony of the National Defense College 2024 and another successful year of the NDC calendar. I kindly request all the course participants to proceed for the group photograph.